Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Cygni, all guns blazing, running on PC. Let's continue here. And I did notice that the easy difficulty is significantly different. But let's go through the first level on easy. And well, here I'll show you that I didn't get much for credits on my upgrades, but that's because I was too busy, kind of wasting away some of those power-ups. But we're going to play on easy, and I'll actually be able to show you the whole stage, and we'll keep playing through until we get to the end, and then, as we play through easy, we'll upgrade the ship, and we'll play through normal as well. Let's check it out. For the truly insane, of course, you can play co-op mode with just as one player and control both ships, but yeah, we won't be doing that anytime soon. I almost can't believe it. I mean, is Konami back? Are they actually back? I mean, we're getting some, like, video games out of them. We got Contra. We got this. We got Silent Hill coming out here soon. What's going on? I mean, we're going to get the Metal Gear remake. Hey, what's going on over there? Spent all that time hating on their gamer roots, and now they're finally realizing that, maybe we should make some games every once in a while. Yeah, playing on the easy difficulty made me realize what I was doing wrong in the normal difficulty. Why I really wasn't getting any traction on this boss. I didn't realize it was, you were meant to open up that area where you can attack by moving your ship around. And these graphics get really, really good. Like the small, subtle details in the environments are pretty impressive. I mean, they're the kinds of things that we would have expected out of the 2D generation. Finally they're able to get that same level of detail into the 3D generation. It's taken a long time, but I think they finally kind of got it. Especially since a lot of modern developers go for that pixelated look, not going for like that nice high-res look that we got out of something like Rayman Legends or Rayman Origins. Still 2D but very, very crisp. Seems like a lot of the industry hasn't kind of followed suit on that, not taking advantage of the resolution and the animation techniques and the vast amounts of memory that we have to work with now. To make 2D style games, or at least games in a 2D perspective, really sing. And here, it's everything's built in 3D, but it's a 2D perspective, and things look great. Offering that level of detail and animation that just really would have been incredibly difficult in traditional 2D. So yeah, it can be done. I mean, things can look really good with enough care and time, and not necessarily even like a large team behind the project. I think this is a relatively small team that made this game. It's not internal Konami proper, right? Yeah, I mean, look at this stuff. It's so cool. Now, obviously, it's significantly less intense than normal. I mean, normal is quite a big jump in the difficulty. So kind of feeling like they wanted you to start on easy before you moved on to the other difficulty levels. It's what it feels like, at least. Yeah, I love the music. I love all the sound effects. I mean, this is top quality stuff. Like I said, this is, again, even though it's not made by Konami proper, I mean, it feels like a classic Konami game, just in the modern era. What we remembered Konami being great for. And, not what they were to become, years later. Yeah, look at those smoke effects. Really impressive. It reminds me of a treasure game, even though, obviously it's not a treasure game. Otherwise they would have chosen to use those big, ugly, blocky effects. Because now I've gotten used to the weapon patterns more. It's really quite well done. It gives you just enough to kind of squeeze through, while still making it fairly difficult to make your way through the bullets. And you're going to miss some power-ups. So there's risk and reward all built out throughout the pattern management. Again, look at those effects, the smoke and the particles. It's really, really well done. Just how fast your ship moves. It's so weird to play that in a top-down shmup, but it's pretty refreshing. And again, I think it resonates more with a modern audience that's used to more faster movement in their action games overall. And here you can see that if you were playing two players, I mean, the other player would have something to do, which is not always typical in a game that features multiple players. Because sometimes the other player will just kind of twiddle their thumbs because there's nothing that's made for them to attack, And here you can really see, you can see how two players could manage the crowds. You know, kind of control the bullet spread everywhere. Yeah, look at this effect. Again, it's just nice and subtle, but very realistic looking. Yeah, really cool bosses. Cool explosions. I mean, the stages are kind of long, but at the same time, you know, that just means that there's more to play.
As sudden as it was, and without warning, we managed to hold our ground.
Looks like they didn't properly do the 30 hertz on their cinemas, so they'll look a little choppy.
We stopped the initial advance. But it's early to celebrate.
But that's a bug that can be fixed.
It's too great.
Alright, what do we have? We have 363, so we can upgrade our homing missiles. And then here, you know, we have different styles of firepower. Like here, you can buy gun presets, and they'll shoot in different directions, or they'll have priority to give you, you know, air and ground targets. They actually have like a whole video on what all this stuff means. But let's unlock some side drones, I think. It's gonna let me do that. We have to buy the salvo too. Okay. Increase our radial damage. Alright, let's take a look at stage 2. I haven't seen this yet, so yeah, we'll see what this looks like. Ooh, cool stage. There's tons of enemies everywhere. I mean, like I said, if you wanted to play co-op, then you know, the other ship would actually have something to do, and they'd be kept pretty busy. It's also interesting being able to kind of tilt where you shoot a little bit, or where you drop your ground missiles. So they actually really worked in the twin stick gameplay, I think, in a good way, without this game actually being a twin stick game. course, you don't have to engage with the right stick at all, unless you're shooting ground targets. But, you know, it's to your advantage to be able to move and shoot in different directions. But, you know, again, it's not like full 360 for your main guns. You just can kind of move them, you know, side to side like you see I'm doing here. You know, in the past when they tried to do this with games, it was always something super awkward. You know, because there wasn't a second stick to move your aiming reticle around, or to move your, you know, laser position. So then you'd you know, something like Avenger on the PC Engine, where it had this sort of same mechanic where you could, you know, lean your bullets in a certain direction or not, but then you'd have to move your ship in the same direction, and oftentimes you wouldn't want your ship and the direction that you fire to be too far away from each other. So like you know, that game was like, you know, ahead of its time, but it just didn't have the control scheme necessary to really make it that successful. Even though I love the music in that game, it's sort of a pain to play. Hold on, where are you going, baby? Okay, there you go. Very important you get over there. And again, look at all this activity. I mean, there's so much going on. And this is just the easy difficulty. Obviously, this is going to be way more intense if you're playing on normal. But then, you know, you don't have an opportunity to really have a nice upgraded ship. And you only get one life in normal. Like I said, it's rough. It's fun, but it's rough, and I don't know if that's necessarily good for somebody who is trying to get into the game, you know. Again, there's just a lot of fine detail everywhere. And they've really got these particles down. I never thought I'd see the day when the things like sand would actually look like sand. Slaughtered. If you can't keep your shield at 100% and then grab power-ups, then you don't earn credits. Essentially, that's how you earn money, is keeping your hit ratio down. Yeah, see, these kind of environments I'd love to see in like another game. So, you know, you got something good. It's like, man, I'd love to be able to explore this stuff in like another genre. You know, maybe a sequel that takes place under the ground, you know, on the ground, while you're fighting all this, you know, while your other ship is fighting stuff in the air. Yeah, I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. You know, it's not necessarily just, you know, a really good game done over again. It really does feel like something, you know, new and different. A lot like how Radiant Silvergun felt when that came out. It's like, oh, somebody has some new ideas finally. Konami of all places. I mean, Konami in 2024. Who would have ever thought? Ugh, getting slaughtered. Yeah, you can buy the ability to use a smart bomb, but that's something that you purchase. You know, it's not something that they give you by default. So if you want to make it a bit more traditional, you can. It's just going to cost you a little time, a little grinding. Well, not necessarily grinding, but you do have to sacrifice the other power-ups you may want to buy in order to get the smart bomb. Yeah, look at these environments. They're really cool. It's like a near automata boss. Yes, Vera. Something about me holding this controller makes Vera super curious. I think it's because the controller lights up. Like, this is one of the only controllers that I have that actually light up a bit. So the whole idea fascinates her. I can't give her a hard time. She's like 75 years old. Ugh. Okay, yeah, why didn't I expect that? Seriously, what the hell's wrong with me? Again, it feels quite classic Konami. It's not even from Konami. I mean, they're just the publishers. These are some guys that really love shmups. Ah, jeez. Stuck in there. No, oh, I'm stuck. No! Oh, it got me on that one. Yeah, great use of lighting. I said it's a Unreal Engine 5, man. It really makes a difference. Seems like such a large step up in all the tool sets that they can give a developer. Yeah, it makes your video card hum like crazy, but look at the results. Okay.
What did we see out there? Were the creatures hunched in mourning? Or was it simply my imagination? What are these things? What do they want?
Yeah, they just screwed up the frame timing, the frame pacing on the pre-rendered cinemas. It's kind of a shame. Although this is all done in engine.
AS7 transit. Impact in 12 seconds.
But sometimes it's easier just to have create some full motion video of in-game engine stuff. You know, you're allowed to do a lot more, and you're not consuming memory for every scene. You know, having to shuffle stuff in and out like you would during normal gameplay. New upgrade available. Oh, okay. 192. Yeah, I didn't earn much. We do 8 missiles, which I'm, not necessarily. Yeah, I need to buy more patterns. I need to buy these pattern presets in order to change the way the gun behaves. We need 250 for side drones, so let's wait on that. Check out stage 3. The canyon has been cleared. Leviathan's engineers and scientists have gathered all the alien live tech they could before the High Commander's reinforcements arrived and secured the area. While they hold that position, we move further east towards the Dead Shallows. All attempts to hail our civilian fleets and facilities in the area have failed. We fear the worst, but under no circumstances should the enemy be allowed to hold the shallows. Let's go. Oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't know that was gonna happen. Very much a classic shmup setup, though. Again, damn. This is why you have lives in easy mode. You only have one life in normal mode. It's pretty rough. I mean, it's doable, don't get me wrong. Especially if you have played easy mode enough and, kind of built up your ship a bit. I don't know how doable it is to just jump into normal without any power-ups at all. I bet it's rough. I'm sure it can be done, but maybe not by me. Pretty environments. Quite nice. Well done. Excuse me. Oh. Come on, look at this guy. Boy.
This planet was their graveyard. The giant, silent machines spread amid the various strata and oceans of Cygni. No clues to where they came from, no indications to how they were made. We searched the stars for their creators to no avail. Eventually, we assumed that they too, like their creations, must have long been dead. So we leached on the slumbering corpses for resources and to power our cities. Then one technological breakthrough after another ensued. The silent giants became miracles to be harvested, windows to a wondrous and rich universe. Until one day, they were no longer husks, nor corpses. And now it seems they want us above all else. Dead.
Wow. Cool imagery. Alright, 456. We can buy some side drones finally. What's one of the other ones? Ray light, powerful beam weapon, burst fire, cooldown, time varies with power, and then the smart bomb, the shield blasts. That's 400. I mean, I don't think we need that necessarily. Alright, let's check out stage 4 before we call it a night for this game. Yeah, there's a fair amount of content. I mean, for a shmup, this is a pretty big game. Ugh. Ooh, another beetle-like thing. You have a very small window to hurt the main body. Yeah, really pay attention to his animation. Boy, this thing is super spongy. But it looks like a crustacean. Shouldn't be a sponge at all. Ooh, there we go. That was a tough one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Fine soldiers of the Leviathan. I address you on this day not as a captain of the ship, but as a proud father, a resident of the only place we call home. While the rest of our fleet crumbles, you still stand as a force to be reckoned with. Our forebears did not traverse the stars, braving unforgivable challenges and overcoming sacrifices, only to then be evicted by carcasses, and regard us as nothing more than an infestation. There are no negotiations, no ceasefires with this enemy. You will go in, all guns blazing. In this war, only one side will come out alive. That side is us. That side is you.
Okay, well, we stop it there. This is meowmurai. You've been watching Cygni, all guns blazing, running on PC. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about this game. You know, kind of once you finally figure it out, and you know, go through the tutorial. They have some additional tutorial videos on YouTube too that teaches you more about the game. But once you kind of get past that, because it is kind of a different, it is a different kind of shmup. You know, you can have a lot of fun with this. So definitely check it out for yourself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.